Yo, oke. Aduh. Lu pada tau gak sih? Gua udah lama nggak stream di sini tuh udah berapa bulan, udah berapa mingguan lebih. Ada nggak sih? Seminggu 2 minggu gitu. Dan ya gitulah. Agak sedikit cemas segala macem ya, you know lah. Tapi ya, semoga lancar. Gue udah lama gak stream sini. Sekalian ini. Ini gue tadi dibombardir sama omongan scam. Sabar bang, minimal sabar. Oke. Halo juga Lim, halo Fauzan, welcome. Selamat datang di stream Aing. Kita hari ini main HSR, dimana gamenya harusnya gue udah sering pegang sih. Dan ya semoga aja gue masih ingat lah kontrolnya gimana. Maksud Steam, maksud gue tuh ini apa? Di stream, maksudku di live stream gitu loh. Ish. Ternyata gas scam. Iya sabar ya nih. Ntar gue munculin dulu gamenya. Nih suaranya muncul, bentar. Gamenya muncul, tuh muncul suara, terus lagunya gue matiin. Nah, udah. Udah semua kah? Udah bagus? Seharusnya udah sih. Bagus gak sih? Yes, harusnya udah semua oke. Ya live. Gue juga tadi ngeliatin ada anak JKT48V yang lagi streaming juga sih tuh. Gue liat JKT48 cabang vtuber. Itu udah gue kirim, iya ya. Gue belum ngecek sih, ntar aja deh. Gue udah habis streaming deh. Jelek, iya, nggak jelek kok, santai. Ini by the way, iya. Ini kemarin dimainin sama teman gue nih. Makanya agak sedikit nganu. Oh shit. Ini orang ngambil apa aja? Tuh, gue lanjutin aja deh yang dia bekas kemarin deh. Tuh, Akashik segala macem apa lah tuh. Jelek, udah, yes. Fauzan lu gak usah nonton JKT48 Free Talk. Lu nonton Pak, dia aja sedih sih, parah sih. Oh berarti lu gak mau nemenin gua kah? Lim ya, oke gitu, siap. Cukup tahu gua mah. Aku mah cukup tahu. Gua mah cukup tahu ya guys ya. Oke, itu namanya Oppenheimer kan? Seriusan lu? Kok bisa crossplay lagi? Iya kok bisa cross ini sama Honkai, kan aneh. Ntar tadi mau ngapain? Kok tadi mau ngecek ini settingnya, suaranya mau gue gedein dikit. Nah, siapa yang agamanya? Hah? Agamanya Honkai maksudnya apa? Maksudnya apa nih? Anyway, bukan gitu bang ya. Elah gimana ya? Waduh, aku mah cukup tahu Lim. Gue mah cukup tahu ya guys ya. Ini cara ngeliat misi gimana sih, lupa gue cuy. Udah lama gak main ini game, gila. How long? Para anonim di Express Star. Let me check. Ini ngecek misi gimana sih, gue lupa cuy. Perang Aetherium. Misi bersama. Misi masa depan. Misi terblis. Oke. Pamer bakat Jingliu. Ini ya guys, by the way gue udah ada Jingliu itu di main sama temen. Anyway, seru pelan banget. Iya kah? Gedein aja nih, soalnya di gue udah gede banget ini. Nah, pilih yang mana ya? Gue mau misi Trailblaze dulu deh. Kita tele kemana? Ke pom-pom. Nama asliku bocor, no, nggak apa-apa. Lu juga bukannya di TikTok pakai nama itu kah? Ya gak sih? Ingat kok? Ya gak sih? Punten much.
Hey, did you hear about our next stop? It's a world called Penacony.
Penacony.
Beautiful, dreamy place. I'm so excited. But Pom-Pom said the banquet we were invited to is still a little ways off.
Streamer tidak ramah adalah benar. Streamer tidak ramah bintang 1.
Huh? Is that my phone? Must be the group chat.
Yes. Ini ada grup chat dengan siapa tiba-tiba? Kru Express, apakah kita menerima pesan ini? Ya. Grup chat bronya Mites. By the way, bagi kalian yang penasaran sama ini gue, namanya Mites. Ya, aku sedang menuliskan pos warm seperti di sana belobok. Menutup diri. Iya. Makasih March. Saya tidak sabar. Stikernya kayak bapak-bapak banget anjing.
That's Don Hung. He can't just ignore Bronya.
Jadi bimbang gue liat lu atau nonton JKT. Masalah Freya masuk list. Gak apa-apa, nonton JKT aja santai. Ntar kalau misalnya udah balik ke gua kayaknya bakal lama streaming ini. Soalnya nih katanya story-nya lumayan panjang. Ada 2 pula. Nah.
Is this a letter?
Weh? Weh? Kok tiba-tiba ngomong letter? Letter apa? What's letter? What should I? You know what? Ntar lagi deh. Oh ini. Ntar lagi deh. Ntar nge-trigger misi. Gak mau gue. Bentar nih, gue mau nanya nih. Masuk list apa nih sebelumnya? Subatera 78 hari. Gila lu. Halo Dan Hang.
Don Hung, Bronya just sent all of us a message. Did you?
Yes, I saw it.
Then why didn't you reply? Bronya's a good friend of ours.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for idle chat.
Iya.
There's been a lot
Si paling idol chat deh,
since the Lofu. It was tough on the spirit.
Nih jadi pacarku bang anjing. Fauzan, ada Freya, Ola sama Ella. Oke. Itu list apa Lim? Limnya udah kabur nih kayaknya. Itu X sama JKT48V juga.
I'm the one who should be sorry. I was being too pushy. You're right. You went through a lot on the Xianzhou. Take all the time you need.
Thank you for understanding. It's great that Belobog is able to host a celebration. I hope your trip goes well.
Sedihnya dia ini belum ada world baru ya.
Okay, rest up. You're not allowed to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
Yeah.
I'll be there next time.
He won't budge, huh? Looks like it's just the two of us then.
Yes.
Pity.
JKT48V itu iya, I know. Gua nge-follow yang namanya Kanaya. Kanaya sama Tana gua nggak salah follow.
I know, but it's still a shame, don't you?
Tana gua subrek gak sih? Lupa gua. I forgot.
Only Himeko could come with us.
Kameranya arahin ke bawah sesat kamu.
Maybe not. He's still wheezing from the trouble we got into on the Xianzhou. You didn't notice? At his age, he might not appreciate the extra excitement. Why don't we go ask Himeko to... You've been on the Express for a while now, but you've never gone on a trip with Himeko before, right? Well, now's your chance.
Iya, Himeko, Mami Himeko. Kalian apa? Si Lim sendiri ada nggak sih yang di follow di JKT48V? Saya kan sudah tadi ngomong. Lagi nyudut.
Hey, March. That's a big smile on your face. What's the good news?
Bisa nggak sih gue autoin aja nih? Nah.
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on Eurillo 6.
Bentar bang, belum silahkan.
And we're invited to go take in the sights and sounds. Don Hung won't be going anywhere for
Don
a
Hung.
while. He's still resting up, so wanna come with us? I mean, considering how you helped us out with Kakolia, I'm sure Bronya would be happy to see you.
So that explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration.
Iya.
Thanks for the invite, but I'm afraid my hands are full right now. Please send my regards to the Supreme Guardian.
Nggak mau, kamu harus ikut. Wajib hukumnya.
You two and Don Hung did help save Eurillo 6 after all. I'll be sure to join you guys next time.
Parah banget sih.
Navigators really do have their plates full, huh? Seems like it's just you and me this time.
Iya.
Let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and find me when you're ready to set off.
Kembali ke Belobok. Kita disuruh masuk ke kamar cewek, maksudnya gitu kah? Misi, punten. Boleh gak sih? Punten.
So, what do you think about my new dress?
Oh ini yang katanya baju baru, oke.
It's been sitting in my wardrobe collecting dust for far too long.
Oh.
But now I finally got the chance to wear it. This kind of event doesn't come around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit, are you?
Pastilah. Gak ada baju. Ih.
Let's just pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort.
Parah banget. Parah banget. Parah banget, parah banget. Udahkah? Oh masih.
Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom.
Piyamara Leo.
That should be everything. Let's go. Wow, that was fast. Don't you have anything you want to bring with you? Other people might fall for that, but I won't. I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like Eurillo 6's average temperature has warmed
Tapi gue
up
jarang sih
quite a
nonton
bit.
VTuber sekarang anjing.
It's much
Tak
warmer
kenapa?
than it was on our first trip there. I wouldn't call it livable just yet.
Gue tuh seneng Tana
Things are looking up.
sama
I'm so
ini.
happy for
Apa sih?
Branya and Zila.
Tana sama si Kanaya. Kalau dari JKT48V.
Bellabog, here we come.
Gue malah nontonnya tuh dari awal banget gitu loh, dari awal mereka debut gitu kan, ditanyain sama dikasih tahu sama temen gue, nih ada ini VTuber baru mau debut gitu kan. Apa nih?
Galabog. 700 years.
Siapa nih?
It's never too late to pick up the tab.
Kurang tertarik. Oke.
How do people living in all this
Berarti
snow
IC
know
dirimu
this
lebih menarik
music?
dengan yang asli daripada yang tidak asli gitu kan. Level 76 anjing.
Sure though, where there's a celebration,
Bentar, ini
there's bound to be
orang-orang gue kok
food,
cuma segitu anjing.
right?
Mana karakter? Salah.
Come on, Bellabog.
Edit
Don't
tim.
let me-
Kok ini? Iya gue ada Jingliwa. Nih. Aktifkan. Nah.
Wait a sec. That person over there, that doesn't look like a Silvermane Guard uniform. All in black. Surely they're not IPC on this world? Am I going crazy?
Seragamnya jelek banget.
You think so? I actually think it's pretty snazzy. Anyway, that's besides the point.
Seragamnya jelek banget, iya.
What are the IPC doing here on
Makan
the
bang,
trip?
silahkan. Santai guys, kita chilling-chilling di sini.
Find out.
Himeko gede juga ya. Apa nih?
I've always
Pengorbanannya
found
gede.
IPC staff easy to talk to.
Modelnya bagus sih.
Hi, do you work for the Interastral Peace Corporation? Or are you just dressing fancy today?
Gak kedinginan apa itu Mars nyanyi anjing.
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out? Over.
Anu apa tuh anu bang?
Take us out?
Take them out? Just hang tight for a second. I'm on my way. Don't do anything stupid.
Kok ngeri gua.
Glad to make
Oh
your acquaintance.
Topaz.
I'm Topaz, an investment expert from the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurillo 6 for a special business assignment. You'll have to forgive
bajunya
my
bagus,
quality
Cok.
here.
People scales aren't.
Warna bajunya bagus,
Please don't
anjing.
take it to heart.
Phew. You scared the life out of me. We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more conflicts. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves.
Ini by the way suara gamenya ada gak sih?
Seventh, a passenger of the Astral Express.
Gak laku,
You may
gak lakan ada aku yang nyaho ya.
fellow passenger.
Gak salah.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into two nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing. I heard that Eurillo 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers. Surely you two aren't...
So humble all of a sudden, huh? Are you feeling all right? Should I call a doctor?
Itu baju ya Allah, gak kedinginan
Never
apa?
imagined I'd run into
Holy
living
shit.
legends here. Must be your lucky day, huh, Numby?
Ih, lucu.
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
Yes.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the
You know what,
galaxy
Loki
to the other.
Topaz ini juga sih lumayan juga sih untuk di-pull
Require
kayaknya.
me to be.
Skillnya apa gue belum tahu juga sih.
Your job sounds pretty similar to the express cruise. Aside from the business, I guess.
Sudah gue bilang kan ada aku iya.
Rhonda moves fast.
Iya Fauzan,
Crisis is only
iya.
just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect. But I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to govern a city. That's the reason I'm here on Eurillo 6, to meet with her. Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right? My apologies for delaying you both.
Iya,
Don't be sorry.
lumayan gede.
It's not like we're
Apa
in a
tuh, apanya yang
rush.
gede?
Wanna come to the city with us?
Emasnya loh.
The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast,
Gaji gue mana?
iconic
Apa, Lek?
snowscape for just a
Gaji
little
apa? Gaji ngurusin akun, po.
longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information.
Lu minta ke bos
I don't
lu, Pak,
usually respond
ada
during
gaji
work
ekstra nggak,
hours,
Pak?
but I'd be happy
Ini saya
to help.
ngejokiin akun, Pak. Mungkin akun Bapak pengen dijokiin juga gitu kan.
Well, I actually managed to get an IPC executive's phone number without even trying. As if anyone would ever believe that.
Aduh, angle kameranya manu.
You two make a cute pair. Anyway, I'd better be on my way. See you next time.
Itu babinya imut banget.
Universe is huge. Yet
Gua mau main
we
PS dulu, Bang,
somehow
silahkan.
stumbled onto the same path. Fate truly works in mysterious ways.
Angle
don't you think?
kameranya sumpah anjing.
Come on, let's head into the city.
Hadap kiri berjalan.
Wow,
Hmm.
people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog?
Rame ya, lumayan ya.
Check out the main event, the food. Come on, keep up.
The food.
Isn't that Wallace up ahead? Looks like he's finally made some friends. I wonder what they're talking about.
Where the fuck is that Wallace thingy?
Hey, quick! Serval's about to start singing.
Woo! Thanks, everyone! Hope you're ready for a great show. Let's get started. Heartbeats will shake me. So rules can't break me. Crank the sound and let your soul be free.
Lumayan. Oh, ada yang deket. Gue ngelewatin ini dong. Ngelewatin manuk-manuk ini. Halo, Wallace.
Norbert, why don't you tell everyone how you were released from jail so quickly? Selling cultural relics and impersonating Silvermane guards are both heinous crimes.
Well,
It was all thanks to my uncle, you know.
Ah, I remember. Your uncle is Minister Noel. He heads up the Department of Transportation, no?
Makan silahkan.
Yes, you knew that too?
You're shameless, Norbert. Not to be rude, but if I were thrown in jail, I wouldn't possibly ask my father to bail me out.
Do you think I wanted to? I'm not the type of person to abuse my status.
Well, I don't really know about that.
Get off my back, will you? I had to deal with hardened criminals in jail. Now that I'm free, my supposed friends...
Hai bang, gak jawab dosa halo Dani iya. Makan tapi nggak habis, waduh jangan gitu dong. Kesian nanti nasinya nangis guys. Nasinya nangis ntar guys, jangan gitu guys. Makan. Aduh. Bukan kasus. Aduh lagu itu lagi. Nih ini nih, mak nih. Halo Kafka. Hehe. Siapa nih? Ini pasti si Sam. Oh bukan.
Is that Pela?
Pela Ji ada Pela Ji. Ji Pela Ji.
So cool.
Mana Ji? Ada Pela Ji. Haji ngilang, Cok.
Next I'll be introducing the history of the museum. Everyone listen carefully, okay? Belobog's History and Culture Museum was founded 600 years ago. It was originally built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa.
Alyssa Ren.
So hungry. I wish I could have a red sunset salmon right now.
Bukankah sama?
It was built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa Rand. And also, guess what? I heard there's gonna be a Silvermane adventure camp opening in the overworld soon. It's gonna be super awesome. Also, those who sacrificed their lives in the war against the
Kamu pilih Zeta, Senggue atau Cobra, Pak Di? Apa sangseng aja?
Enough. From now on, no whispering aloud. If you don't want to have any homework later, you'd better start listening. Sorry, Miss.
Aku pilih Kobo.
That's better.
No, Zeta nah. Zeta adalah kunci, guys.
Where was Oh, I never knew Pela had a strict side.
Tuh, Oji bisa tuh di dom sama Pela tuh.
Who'd have thought just taking a stroll could be
Gitu doang, gue belum ngecek yang bagian sana, Cuk. Sana apa sini? Bagian situ belum gue cek, astaga. Sono salah, bagian sono.
Was the one who invited us here. Or we could go check out some other fun stuff elsewhere. Your call.
Gitu dong, dapat ini dong, dapat apa sih namanya tuh? Kristal anjing. Udah ada nih, halo.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian.
Kok gitu? Kenapa emang gak boleh?
Burden cannot be pinned on you.
Nggak tahu sih gue tadi ngomong apa sih. Gue lupa.
However, objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt cannot simply be written off. Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
Branya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already anyway.
Bang M lu suka Mami. Kalau aku si Loli, waduh. Mami adalah kunci, guys. Loli itu tidak bagus, guys. Tidak baik untuk kesehatan, guys. Anjing. Gak boleh kayak gitu, guys.
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are cooperative.
Kenapa
I'm
ini?
sorry our business got in the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
Kunci adalah nggak salah. Ini Lim katanya bukannya lo lagi boing. Nggak, no, enough. Nah. Nehi.
Is everything
Nada.
all right, Branya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so intense.
Bang, aku mau CRT, boleh silahkan. Kenapa harus disingkat-singkat CRT gitu ya? Anjing.
Planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep
Belum mulai,
dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Saltworm Festival. Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the eternal freeze. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of Supreme Guardians.
Padahal itu kan istriku.
Shared with me the
Siapa?
story of the Stellaron's descent upon Yarillo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster. It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Oke. Pantas aja.
That's a pretty incredible story. So,
Aduh, hai laparnya tapi gas abis. GoFood adalah kunci, guys. Silakan meng-GoFood. Meng-GoFood Ria.
Yes,
Kaget gua.
I'm afraid so.
That's
Siapa ini?
ridiculous.
Ricky, jangan nganu-nganu Ricky.
Timing. What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just
Mesir.
trying to take advantage.
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years.
Oke.
However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Yarillo 6
GoFoodin
and
gua,
the
anjing.
galaxy was completely
Gue aja jarang mesen GoFood, guys. Gue mending datang ke tempatnya langsung daripada GoFood. Entah kenapa sekarang anjing.
and that there was no
Sedih sih.
civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost.
Tanya banget sih Dani, yes.
Until the Stellaron
Dani, dia ngeselin bukan Dani, cuy.
discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest. An astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers. Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
I had no idea things were like
Kok ngeri.
Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort.
Bang M, coba puteranmu seberapa detik atau menit. Lihat nama achievementnya. Kayaknya gue udah dapet itu ya, kalau nggak salah.
Help Branya out. The IPC is too big and powerful. The Belobogians won't be able to resolve this problem on their own.
Iya.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy,
Woi, kaget gue, Ji.
the
Halo.
IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to.
Ini suara lu gak masuk di stream ya, santai jadi.
I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now I must
Loading.
ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to
Oh
reevaluate
iya, lu
the
habis
situation?
UTS hari ini ya, lupa gue.
The Express's reputation precedes it. Perhaps there's still hope?
Have no fear, Branya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always be at their side.
So tahu banget Mars.
Yeah, after all, this girl here is a pretty good negotiator.
Iya.
Thank you so much, both of you. I'm so sorry for dragging you into more trouble.
Iya.
You're out looking for Topaz. I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe.
Apa nih? Kok disuruh ngapa sekarang? Tadi ada yang bisa gua ambil. Oh shit. No, I didn't mean to click this. No. Yes. Ternyata dapat sesuatu. Nggak tahu, gue nggak lihat apa tadi. I didn't see shit, man.
Oh hey, I just remembered. Topaz gave me her number. We might as well just be direct and ask her where she is. She seems like the type of person who appreciates a straight approach.
AI.
Okay, got it.
BTW pamit kalau gak diizinin cookies. Waduh. Yaudah, mari silahkan nih.
She might be young, but she is an IPC executive. She's definitely no pushover.
Jir, tiba-tiba pindah. Gue kangen sama misi ini, cok. Misi Honkai yang chill dan mudah. Misi aneh, museum. Where the fuck is this woman supposed to be? Oh ini. Punten, Mbak. Nah.
Oh, it's you two again. This is the third time today we've run into each other. Why, of course I will. Meeting friends from the Astral Express is always a moment worth cherishing. What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece. It portrays a certain kind of sorrow.
Kok jadi kayak ingat CS:GO,
Everyday kind of sadness.
The Italian.
It runs much deeper than that.
The fuck?
It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image. The artist's brushwork depicts several generations' hardships. Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a far greater knowledge of such things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but its added value might push the total up to 200,000.
Okay.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about something else.
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Not exactly. Actually,
Let's walk and talk. This way.
Disuruh jalan, males banget gue.
Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough.
Miss Topaz, Branya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her. So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
Help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of thing.
I see. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's. I appreciate each case has its difficulties, but if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt.
Gak salah.
The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions, but Eurillo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Bronya. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one. The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.
Wah, gimana nih? Gede utang, Cuk.
So you're
Salah.
basically saying the Belabogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life. Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurillo 6? It's so white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one? I absolutely adore them. Have you guys met Numby yet? Oh, where'd they go? They must have somewhere. Think of it. This little guy is on display here probably means it's already extinct, right?
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC to go easier on Belobog? Bronya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation. No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion, would we?
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Bronya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand. But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Eurillo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere?
Benar.
Oh,
Ngurusin utang orang ini.
Alex is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this. Bye.
Tuh kayak sapinya bagus juga tuh.
So, what now? We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't move an inch. I guess so, but that still doesn't fix Bronya's problem. I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned, I think it'd be unwise to make the IPC our enemy.
Iya, benar.
All these vested interests. So hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school. Wait, did I even go to school?
Goblok.
Did someone send you a message?
Loh, kok jadi chaos? Loh. OTW. Ya udah, disuruh fight deh. Oke. You're the savior of Belobog after all, so
IPC are causing trouble in the underworld.
yeah.
Already? Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Now they're pulling this stunt? You really can't trust these money-hungry IPC suits for a minute.
Percaya sama orang cepet banget.
Again? I don't think I have it in me to play the hero today. I guess complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend them a hand.
Nih.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
Zila!
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out. It's bad. Really bad. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have. Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back. You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey! Just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us! Who do you think you are? What's the matter? Got nothing to say?
What's going on inside the mine? Any ideas?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black.
Seized?
Uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the underworlders.
Pengen disita ya, sedih banget.
Who?
We were just talking to her in the museum. Do you think her cronies are acting without her authorization?
The person you're talking about, are they in charge of the people in black? Potaz, Pazto, whatever her name is, she can wait.
Potas
Right now,
pas
the most
apa
important thing
coba?
is to free those trapped in the Great Mine. Are you two with me?
Lawan-lawan lu. Sini gua lawan.
Hey, you two! Cat got your tongue or something? If you knew what was best for you, you'd get out of my way.
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. How about you take a little lunch break? I'm sure the IPC allows that, right? What's their deal?
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one who was threatening to take us out in the snow plains! Do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to treat us with respect, you'd better start showing some yourself.
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
Team leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they
17 interviews, gila lu.
What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you're really testing my patience. No need to waste our breath on this idiot. Let's do this.
Berantem nih sini. Let's get them what they want. Oh shit, gue gak tahu itu weakness apa. Gak ada yang gue bawa. Penting. Ini kok gak apa-apa, halfin aja. Itu darahnya tinggal dikit, cok. The fuck? Udah habis one hit nih. Cok, 2, 3, udah. Habis. Habis dengan mudah, dengan easy ya.
That's it? He sure took off quickly.
Iya, Sele, iya.
17 rounds of interviews and these are the best people they can find? Huh, what a joke.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've been warned that the ones in the mine won't go down without a fight. Let's set off when you're ready. Ready for action? It's time to kick the IPC out of the underworld.
Yes.
Let's get moving.
You know what? Gak apa-apa. Apa-apa lah. Let's go. Oh shit, Svarog.
Hello, it's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if you have a guest, maybe I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
Ada dedek Clara, cuy.
So, it seems my source was right. Who would have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming here?
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC.
Oh shit.
No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy. I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
This is...
Source code. Or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog. I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any reason to change it. I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons, enough to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant within.
Follow,
This
jidat
is
mo follow.
my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurillo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand.
Kok tiba-tiba kuring?
Long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful approach.
Svarog.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the survival of this world. Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to cooperate.
Your calculations are slightly on the conservative side. Here's to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Svarog.
Boleh, silahkan. Sampokoski. Sampokoski. Punten, Mbak. Kejebak po.
All the miners here, huddled together. Anyone else getting deja vu?
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much more formidable adversaries.
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there? Oh, what was it again? Numby, right?
What? Isn't that thing a fragmentum monster? She's keeping one as a pet?
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a look?
Yes. Saya ingin melihat.
Sounds like you two are getting along.
Goblok.
What's Numby saying? I should have known. Don't quit your day job.
Goblok lagian.
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Looks like they want
Kebiasaan kabur ya.
Let's follow them.
Kabur kebiasaan.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us.
Tumben ada animasinya.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Where do you guys store the Geomarrow?
I really don't know anything.
This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
Those cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way.
Gas. Saya mendukung. Autoin.
Time to say bye. Boom.
You won't get away.
Oh.
That's better.
Samponya agak sedikit lemah juga itu.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Gas follow enggak. Follow.
Uh-huh. Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
Doctor Strange. Oh my god, itu robotnya.
That big guy down there. Is he the one in charge?
What the hell?
We'll see who's really in charge. Let's go.
Gila itu monster. Oke. Kok ngilang?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, you're surprisingly nimble.
Hilang, Cuk.
Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going.
The fuck was that? Oh, nothing. Just a bug. Maybe, I don't know. Bentar, Mbak.
Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
Robotnya.
The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those responsible for evacuation to the...
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again!
Iya.
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all powerful here.
Ngatur banget.
You know Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not related to this project. In cases where debtors fail to repay within the said time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets. We're simply following the rules. What exactly is your problem?
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders. Do you think I get to make those kinds of decisions?
Save your
Nggak
breath,
salah.
I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully. Didn't you claim the IPC was all
Was my 9mm go bang? Iya.
Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
Ini musuh kayaknya kuat deh.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime. Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourselves for my heavy laser cannon.
Apa coba? Mas-mas gede-gede. Oh shit. Ini performance point apa lagi? Is there something new that I don't know? I think. Oh fucking.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. Time to say bye. Boom. Just a little something.
Tebel banget gila. Apa itu?
Stand still.
Oh shit. Oh my.
To betray my customers,
That is.
I charge.
Oh.
Time to say bye.
Agak sedikit menyakitkan juga tuh ulti. Bukan ulti sih, serangannya. Gua nggak ada gepard. Aduh, gua ganti aja sampah sama gepard ini. Kalau misalnya gua kalah di sini. Yes, gua butuh gepard. Where's my gepard? Shit. Oke, kembalikan saya ke build saya yang lama. Shit. Ya kalau yang hidup cuma Himeko. Oke. Ya. Gue butuh cepat. No, mati.
That's better.
You won't get away.
Did I need one though? Did I? Salah dua tapi cuy. Oh shit. This enemy simply too strong for my fucking Jepar. Kafka and Sampo tinggi. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. Gue pakai Kafka sama ini juga deh. Kafka sama Jepar aja nanti deh. Au. Au. Tapi udah mau hancur sih itu gendut. Oke. Mati dua, cok. Bener aja lu. Gila.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and
Yes, yang ditambang itu.
think you could stop us?
Robot berdasi. Lupa gue masukin.
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
did she say?
Yeah.
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%.
Goblok.
60%? We're done for.
Goblok.
Attention all personnel. Evacuate the mine immediately. Erase all traces of your presence.
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long
It's a long story.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities? The timing couldn't have been any worse.
Oh, looks like we've got a message.
Gue baru sadar stick gue geter katanya. Goblok.
I get the feeling Branya's worried about something. We'd better go back and see her.
Yes.
Are you coming with us, Zila?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. The miners need to know what happened here. Branya messaged you, which means she thinks you can help. I trust her judgment.
Got it, Zila. We'll come on to Klipoth Fort.
Udah? Oh, tantangan. You know what? Ntar gue quest dulu dah, anjing. Area. Goblok.
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further. Miss Topaz.
Bellabug might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket.
Walah.
See you later, Captain.
Oh, goblok. Oh, goblok. Ntar gue quest dulu dah. Bah.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
That's what friends are for, Branya. You don't sound like yourself. Is something wrong?
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. There's just too much happening all at once.
Ya, sedih sih.
Perhaps, but the IPC won't wait for me to catch up. They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation. Silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry. Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Sedih banget sih.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again?
Udah ganti baju sih,
What
March.
solution she has in mind?
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice. Look.
The hell? Apa tuh?
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please take a look at the contents, and then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Branya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life. In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality,
Itu yang ngetiknya babinya loh. The hell?
as for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy. A place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC. 2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my homeworld, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Branya, with the genuine desire to express something important.
Apa tuh?
I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belobogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Eurillo 6. I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision because you and you alone will bear the fate of all Belobogians. But
Belobogians, okay.
because of this, I believe that you will make the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
Aduh, apa ya?
Yes, she is a high-ranking member of the IPC, after all. She knows how to use words to her advantage. In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision. This planet's fate, the civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't and shouldn't be a decision made by me alone. That thought has crossed my mind, and it comforts me to hear you say that.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone. Why not discuss it with others first?
Gak salah.
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to decide as soon as possible. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the overworld and the underworld have their say. But with such little time, I'm afraid that's a lost cause. I'll convene the Klapothfort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
Boleh.
Yes, we need to move fast.
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you,
Bacot
March.
kamu.
I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right.
Oh shit.
If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and
Kumpulkan
the
pendapat dari penduduk overworld mengenai
the
pandangan
overworld.
tentang Topaz. Yes. Ngutang. Ini ada dua proposal dan terhadap siapa nih? Pele. Ji, Pela Ji.
How have you two been? Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong. I hope it's nothing too serious.
Yes.
Sounds serious.
Sound serious.
Really? You better not be making things up.
Waduh.
I wish it were made up. Unfortunately, it's all true. We don't have much time, Pela. Branya wants to get everyone's opinion.
Wait, you're telling me I have to make this huge decision on the spot? At least give me a few seconds to think it over.
Nggak ada waktu kok, Pela.
I think I've got it.
Cepet banget.
If it were up to me, I'd probably agree to the IPC's conditions.
Oh shit.
Huh. Okay. Any particular reason?
I've looked at some of the climate reports, and based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3 or 4 more generations for the snow to completely subside, and that's assuming no other disasters occur. I care more about those in the present than a future I can't be sure of. If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then I think that's a price well worth paying. Building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But is it any fun for the engineers and architects who are directly involved in such a pursuit?
I see. So, compared to a distant and uncertain future, what you really care about is making sure the people around you. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note.
Oh shit. Nanya siapa lagi ya? Who the hell? Serval kali. Ini orang berbaris ini gimana ceritanya? Maksudnya apa nih, ngebug kah? Berbaris loh. Mbak, kamu ngapain, Mbak? The fuck is this? Siapa yang bisa ditanyain nih selain berdua mano nih?
Well, look who we have here! You and Marge paying us a visit. What's the occasion? Uh-oh, sounds like something serious is happening. You'd better fill me in.
Oh shit.
What? How is that possible? I need a moment to wrap my head around this.
Serval, we're racing against the clock. No time for head wrapping.
Against the cock.
It's okay. I've
Tolol.
through. If it were up to me, I'd sign the contract.
What? Hold on, are you serious? I thought you'd
Jodoh.
be against it for sure.
Surprised? My reasons are pretty simple. Signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. For most of the residents here, especially those in the underworld, that would be more than enough to persuade them.
Gak
As
salah.
for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up against them. You know, I've always longed for the stars since I was a child, which is why I devoted myself to science and the studying of the Stellaron. If someone told me that I could do whatever research I wanted with only a small price to pay, I probably wouldn't hesitate.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Ini bisa nanya siapa aja sih ini?
It's high time I landed a major case.
Tiga, satu lagi siapa? Siapa satu lagi? Did I miss something here? Oh, Vanguard Investigation. Oh, ini tempat si Gepard ya. Gepard kan lagi dianuin tadi. Oh shit. Dianukan. Oh enggak ding. Nanya sama Mas Dun.
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in Belobog so soon.
Mas Dun.
Pretty hectic in the city lately. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up, and even the Silvermane guards have had trouble dealing with them. Do you need my opinion? I'm happy to help.
Ingnya Dun, ingnya.
So that's who they are. It's worse than I imagined. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there really nothing we can do to assist her?
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course. There is no room for compromise. Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract? Faced with this sort of coercion, we must resist them with all our might. Surrendering is not an option. You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall into their trap.
A soldier's perspective is always valuable, Dun. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Ini ntar disuruh milih gak sih?
Did we miss anyone in the overworld? I think we asked just about everyone we needed to.
Jepar
From
belum.
what I've gathered, it Seems like most people in the
Enggak, ini
overworld
ntar disuruh
are leaning
milih kah?
towards signing the IPC's contract.
Jual negara atau kagak ke IPC nih.
We'd better hurry to the underworld and see what Natasha and Zila make of it all.
Boulder Town. Boulder Town.
Hard work needs hard rest.
Punten mak, ini lo.
What brings you two to the underworld? And why the long face?
Aduh, mak
Seems
mak
a little out of
Natasha.
the blue, but since you came all this way, it must be urgent. Go ahead.
Problem.
That is a lot of information to take in. Sorry, both of you. I know you're in a hurry, but I need a moment to think.
No stress, Nat. Just tell us what you really think.
I've thought about it, and... well, if I were Bronya, I wouldn't sign it. I won't deny the offer on the table is a very tempting one. And if we refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also incite the wrath of a very powerful force. But even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither. Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow.
Beautiful Cage itu masuk sih.
Argument.
Natasha bagus sih.
Another vote for the against pile. Thanks for your insight, Nat.
Emang dasar Mak Natasha ini sungguh sangat bijak. Mak Natasha. Siapa nih menyudut-nyudut di belakang nih? Oh. Si siapa namanya? Oleg.
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? To be honest, I'm surprised you even remembered an old geezer like me.
Bacot.
But I can tell by the look on your faces you're probably not dropping by to say hi. Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere? Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I can be of some help. I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. A lot for anyone to handle, let alone someone as young as Lady Bronya.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience. What do you think we should do?
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty plans no longer hold much appeal for an old-timer like me. If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore Belobog back to its former self overnight, then I think the answer is clear. Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of a massive debt, now is that something we can manage on our own? What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
Huh. I guess I never looked at it from that angle. I wouldn't wish that title on anyone. Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
Oh, banyak yang setuju ya. Apa jangan-jangan ini jadi seri, Cuk. 3-3 gitu kan. Halo Mbak Perkins. Robot ding, nevermind. He's a robot. Kenapa gue magangnya Mbak anjing? What the hell? Mbak. Sparrow kemana Sparrow?
Miss March, big sister. What brings you to the underworld?
Hey there, Clara. Is Svarog not around?
Mr. Svarog went out for a walk with a lady called Topaz.
What? Topaz? Do you know where they went?
I'm not sure, but Mr. Svarog promised he'd be back soon.
What now? Svarog's super logical. We should definitely get his opinion. True. Done. Hung's always saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
Huh? Miss March, do you want to ask me something?
Aduh. Pilihan yang berat ya.
That's complicated.
Ini kalau misalnya orang Indo yang mikirin gini pasti langsung masuk ke
Clara,
grup gagal bayar gitu kan.
just tell us how you feel about it.
Di Facebook itu ada kayak apa sih, tempat pelarian dari pinjol-pinjol gitu, katanya gagal bayar segala macam, apa nggak ngerti gua.
Everyone's decision. Because
Ada.
when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams. Everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true? Just taking away people's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels wrong.
Nggak salah.
You're right. Children see the world as a place where anything is possible. Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver. Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us.
Bukan jadi seri kan dia kan.
That running around has worn me out. So, the final conclusion is the votes are completely even. I don't know what to do.
Gepar belum lu tanyain setan.
Really compelling arguments. Oh, right! We haven't asked Zila. She's probably still in the Great Mine helping the mine.
Gepar gak dianggap dong, sedih saya mah. Mas Gepar tidak dianggap.
Back so soon? Any news? Are you feeling all right? You look a little uneasy. Important matter, huh? I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. But I'm ready to hear it. I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundaries.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time to process this.
As it stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all the difference.
Oh shit.
In that case, I abstain.
Aduh, abstain si konsep.
I've thought about it. This responsibility rests on Bronya's shoulders, not mine. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make, and everyone feels differently about it.
Ya, masuk akal
It's like
sih.
that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty. I trust her wholeheartedly. If she asks you, just let her know my reasoning. She'll understand.
Well, it's all in Bronya's hands now. She has to make the final call. Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge. The time has come. Let's go fill her in. I'm curious to see how she's handling those Klapoth ministers.
Kok ngeri gua. Oke.
Hard work needs hard rest.
Ini sampo-nya gue ganti dulu dah nih. Saya tidak nyaman menggunakan sampo. Peduli amat dengan combo-komboan. Saya ingin menggunakan shield. Where's my fucking shield? Here you go. Shield nomor 1. Sisanya yang lain peduli amat. Kok belum daily dong? Latihan dasar. Banyak yang belum gue kerjain nih, anjing. Sejak kapan Honkai geter buat geter stick anjing, ya Allah. Apa gue yang gak pernah merasa ya? Astaga. Sejak kapan?
Whoa, the fort's packed. I've never seen this many people here before. God, jeez, I can barely even hear myself think.
March, you're back. So, what's the verdict? What do the people think?
We talked to people in both the overworld and the underworld. The final result was a tie.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised. What was Zila's perspective on the matter? I should have known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers? Oh, it's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
Yes.
It's pretty much the same situation here. Neither party is willing to compromise. The time has come to make a decision. This chaos cannot be allowed to continue any longer.
Gue penasaran dia ngambil apa ya? Jual negara nih.
All of you! I know what to do.
Wait!
Himeko dateng, let's go.
To the Supreme Guardian.
Himeko dateng, let's go.
But aren't you?
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
It's the real me, March. Real as they come.
Anjay. Mak selalu datang terakhir dan membantu.
Himeko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. Things might have turned out differently without your support. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
Yes.
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel. I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have some information that might help. It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and informed decision.
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himeko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival.
Okay.
But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
Oh shit.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
Chill banget.
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision.
Yes.
Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
Oh shit. This hurt.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himiko. This information is of great help.
That's hurt.
Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Branya.
Mahimeko.
I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation. I need some time to rally all the residents in the city, and then I'll meet with Topaz again. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I ask that you do everything in your power to stop them.
Berkelas banget kamu Himeko, ya Allah.
We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
Svarok ini kok tiba-tiba jadi manuk ya? What happened with you?
Be waiting for us in Rivet Town, right? Here we go again. Back to our old stomping grounds for another adventure.
Nggak salah sih. Adalah benar.
Fancy a coffee?
Fancy a coffee?
I want to go home.
The Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation and asked that I assist you in locating Topaz. Ready to enter Rivet Town? We'll go in together when everyone is set. Keep your guards up. We might run into IPC agents ahead.
Iya, gue udah bawa lu santai. Gue udah ngebawa lu santai. Aman.
Destination reached.
Map baru.
Wow, would you look at that? Huh. I never would have guessed it'd be here. But I don't see any mech or weapons. This place is completely surrounded by mountains. Surely they can't be.
Affirmative. The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formations.
No wonder we couldn't find the automaton factory. It was right under our noses all along. Wait a minute. You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning? That means the architects of Eurillo 6 never used them in their fight against the Legion.
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed the necessary knowledge for activating these weapons. The architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand, were human.
I see. The stories about this world are truly captivating.
I would like to ask you a question, Topaz.
You're awful polite for a big robot. Ask. Don't be shy.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced of this conclusion beyond any doubt?
Yes. I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. Any world that comes into contact with a Stellaron is doomed. On the surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand. But sooner or later, the underlying problems will resurface.
Ini layar apa sih? Gue curiga,
A looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath the illusion of prosperity, unnoticed by many.
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts on the matter?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to confirm regarding this matter. While my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no weight. I am merely a tool, not a decision maker.
Huh. If only my colleagues had the same self-awareness as you. Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
Sparrow, what happened with you?
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinates flooded in and took over.
The IPC soldiers are well equipped. It wouldn't be wise to fight them head on. Captain, what do you have in mind?
You're right, Miss Himiko. We'll be using the automaton stealth bomb to cover our tracks.
Automaton stealth bomb?
I'll explain later. Let's get moving.
Automaton stealth bomb. That sounds so grim. What the? That's new.
Look, down there! It's the IPC!
Keep noise to a minimum, everyone. We don't want to alert the enemy to our presence. It's time to deploy the automaton stealth bomb. Are you ready? Use the automaton. Remember, try to avoid being noticed. Remaining hidden will increase our chances of success.
Ntar saat mengoperasikan otomatis. Tapi kalau otomatis okay. Looks easy, but I don't think that I can do this. But oh fuck, everything is doomed. Oh, arahnya gitu, oke. Hihihi, okay. That is actually that's good. Iya, tapi lu ngeledakin satu robot seriusan. Itu robot lo, sayang lo. Kamu yakin?
I've seen standard issue robots like these before. It's an IPC field team leader.
Correct. The exterior is similar to the Grizzly, but its weapons and armor are more advanced. Hopefully the automaton stealth bomb will still be effective. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh shit. Kenapa harus saya yang mengontrol ini?
Are you ready? Use the automaton stealth bomb to wipe out the IPC threats. Remember, try to avoid being noticed. Remaining hidden will increase our chances of success.
Yes. Ini kalau gagal bisa ngulang lagi gak sih? Oh shit. Oh fuck. Everything's doomed. Did I need to take 2 of them in the same fucking explosion thingy? I think. Oh bisa dong. Satu explosion loh. What?
The coast is clear.
Okay.
To be honest, I didn't think it would be so powerful. Good thing everything went according to plan.
Anjir. That's overpowered.
This is the road that Topaz took when she left Rivet Town.
Let's find her and tell her about Bronya's decision.
This time, the gloves are off.
Alt weapon testing ground. Ah, this new map, huh? Kalau nganggur. Punten Sparok Suparoku
Mr. Sparog? Are you alright? I hope Topaz and her IPC henchmen didn't hurt you.
Greetings, outsiders. System functions are normal. I have had no conflict with the IPC's representatives.
Yes.
Such a result would be highly undesirable. Topaz is ahead. She had the means to force me to comply with her orders, but chose not to. From her perspective, the only way to preserve Belobog is by incorporating it into the IPC. While I do not agree with her viewpoint, I lack the computational power to provide evidence to the contrary. While it is unlikely, I still encourage the avoidance of any potential conflicts.
Unlikely potential? Meaning there could still be conflicts.
Iyalah.
Don't worry, March. The Express never pursues conflict as a first means. But if it comes down to it, we won't back down either. That's how it's always been.
Iya, Mbak. Iya, Mbak.
Right.
Mama
We can
Himeko.
look at ourselves in the mirror and know we did the right thing.
Yes.
That's all that matters.
Yes. Let's see. Ini weapon testing ground-nya berasa kayak konser anjing, what the hell. There's a big stage over there. Halo Celestia, halo welcome, selamat datang. Ini gue lagi ngerjain misi yang harusnya gue kerjain kemarin sih. Pas awal-awal rilis tapi gue nggak ada waktu. Gimana kabarmu hari ini? Apa kabar kamu?
Is she looking for something?
It's possible. Many mysteries lurk beneath the surface of this.
Bagus loh. Kayak panggung konser, sumpah. What?
Oh, hey there, slowpokes. I was starting to think you weren't gonna show up. This lady next to Miss March looks oddly familiar.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Topaz. I'm Himeko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Oh, wow. I remember now. The illustrious Miss Himeko.
The illustrious.
Some of my colleagues dream about meeting you. Of course, the Nameless have quite the reputation. You're following in the footsteps of the great Akavili, after all.
Yes.
I'm pleased to see how well everyone's been getting along. Topaz, based on your greeting, I presume you have a good grasp of the current situation?
Of course! The deadline has already passed, but Bronya still hasn't signed the contract. I think I can guess what's holding her back.
Please, don't misunderstand us, Miss Topaz. We have no intention of opposing the IPC or its board of directors. But we have very dear friends on Eurillo 6. Standing idly by and watching them sign an unfair contract goes against everything the Nameless are about.
Miss Himeko, sorry for interrupting, but this doesn't sound like a negotiation.
We needn't waste our time, March. She made her decision 10 minutes ago.
There's no fooling the Astral Express. You're absolutely right. Differing views don't necessarily mean one person is right and the other is wrong. However, to keep things moving forward, there's usually only one solution.
Pasti disuruh duel. Yo bro, gue yang di TikTok halo, Aizen halo. Namamu di TikTok apa nih?
Superiors have granted me the approval I need.
Gue kalau misalnya nama lu nama di TikTok beda, gue nggak bisa ingat cuy. Coba remember me, refresh otak saya please.
You're very curious about my work, aren't you? So many eager faces. I won't keep you in the dark any longer. Approval to launch an attack on the
Jir.
members of the Astral Express.
Kenapa Ji?
The best kept secret to getting something over the line? Always be ready to turn the table.
Pinpin, oh Pinpin, halo Pinpin. Welcome, selamat datang. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh.
Projects under my wing have no room for error.
Gak apa-apa lah, sudah ada Jepar, nyaman. Ini gua by the way lagi main Honkai ya. Gua udah lama gak nyentuh ini, jadi gua full auto aja, dia paling bener nih kayaknya. Sorry gak kelar, harus main gua. Anjay, Honkai, yes. Gak apa-apa, santai-santai. Ini gue juga lagi chilling, kerjain misi segala macem. Gue udah lama gak main ini, kontrolnya gue juga pada lupa. Jadi ya, it's okay, gak apa-apa. Ini by the way, manusia bernama Topaz ini agak sedikit ngeselin ya, kalau misalnya dilihat-lihat ya. Sumpah. Ngeselin. Iya. Yeah. Oh shit. The big one. Ini nih yang ngebuat 2 biji ini gue mati tadi. Wow.
Stand still.
Hehe. Manggil lagi nih, lihat aja nih bentar lagi. Ini kok ultinya belum keluar kah? Apa ini kakak gue ganti jadi Jingyuan dulu bentar ya. Oh shit. Untung ada armor, sumpah. Untung ada armor.
Time to say bye.
Pengen main gue, tapi ya gitu. Gak mendukung. Apa speknya kah? Gak mendukung kah? Gak mau nyoba dulu di HP gitu kah? Di HP kan juga ada kan? Aku juga main di HP. Aku juga main di HP sini, cuma Gue jarang buka yang di HP karena ya karena itu malas.
You won't get away.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And
Jedar. Tebel amat itu gendut.
Now, stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Kenapa?
Relax.
Oh alah.
Just a little something.
Oh shit. Apaan yang bisa ngebuatnya cepet jebol ya?
You won't get away.
Gue
Stand still. That hurt.
iya.
Time to say bye. Boom. Nap time.
Punya tapi nggak gue build.
Got a lot of nerve. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
Udah mati nih mah, mati. Udah selesai. Iya di HP tak compatible jadi nggak bisa. Oh oke. Nggak apa-apa lah. It's okay. Tebel amat itu iya dong. The power of Gepard.
Incredible. No wonder the Astral Express is so highly regarded. Finished warming up? Now it's my turn.
Stop! All of you, put down your weapons.
Branya! You're here just in time. Things were about to get out of control.
Supreme Guardian. I was starting to wonder whether you'd left the Express crew to fend for themselves. That would hardly be becoming of you.
I would never do such a thing.
Dateng bronyanya.
Required my attention.
Pernah main Genshin yang server
More
apa nih?
important than this?
Tapi ya gitu penuh mulu. Hah? Genshin yang server?
I think you'll understand the significance.
Maksudnya gimana tuh? Emang Genshin gak... Bukannya Genshin kayak... Ini? Bukannya Genshin kayak Honkai? Servernya gak pernah penuh. Maksudnya apa?
Help you? That's interesting. I was under the impression you'd already decided to.
Bukan kayak server PB kan? Kayak PB kan dia berdasarkan servernya kan? Aku baru tahu ada yang Genshin versi gitu.
And your childhood experiences truly touched me. Your hometown once experienced a similar catastrophe to Yarilo 6. So I can understand your perspective on the issue and the position you have taken. It's because of this empathy you have that I still hold out a glimmer of hope.
Genshin Impact Cloud yang berbayar. Oh.
I hope we can still find
Oh, oke.
through peaceful means.
I have to admit, talking to you is always such a pleasure. I apologize for my behavior just now. It was inappropriate. I admire your determination, seeing as we've come this far. I've changed my mind. I'll hold off a little longer and see what you have to show me. But remember, winning over the higher-ups won't be easy.
I understand. That's why I've been taking things one step at a time. The first step was changing your mind.
Anjay.
Members of the Express, we'll need your help too.
Awalnya gue bingung ini kok penuh mulu. Ternyata berbayar. Iya. Kayak Stadia gitu kan ya, ya gak sih?
What a dismal sight. This district. Have you been here before?
Yes. This is where we put an end to it all. Kyle, sorry for the delay. Are we clear to proceed?
The path ahead is clear, Madam Guardian. You and your companions can proceed north without hindrance.
Excellent. The mountain road ahead is a little treacherous. Watch your step.
Lumayan bermodal juga ya dirimu ya. Pin-pin ya.
What is this place? We've never been here before,
Tar.
right?
We've only recently discovered this domain.
Ini baru lagi kah?
What I want to
Pillars
show
of
you
Creation.
is just ahead.
Pasar masa depan. Ini baru lagi. How many maps? Oh.
Look. The people of Belobog have not given up. I just want to give them a chance.
Okay.
Do you two recognize that broken down machine over there? I thought you might. Miss Topaz, I know you've done a lot of research into Belobog. I was wondering if there was any information on the engine of creation in your records?
Not at all. Which is why I find it so incredible. Such a massive feat of engineering, yet there's not a single mention of it in any of the Strategic Investment Department's reports.
I may know the reason why. The engine of creation was constructed solely by the people of Belobog, without any external assistance.
Okay.
The project was led by the first Supreme Guardian, Alyssa Rand. While warriors fought on the front lines, the engineers worked tirelessly behind the scenes, designing and constructing it.
So what you're saying is, the engine of creation was a weapon
Kalau yang
constructed
Honkai Impact pernah download pas datanya doang yang lama, jadi gua hapus aja.
Not entirely. The engine of creation was commissioned for combat
That's good,
shortly
though.
after its completion, and played a significant role in the battles against the Legion.
Okay.
But Alyssa Rand had a long-term vision. One that
Gua tuh pernah juga pengen nyoba Honkai Impact.
for a long time,
Bagus nggak sih?
feat of engineering was codenamed the Geological Reconstruction Unit.
Gua tuh takutnya ngeliatin Himeko rungkat doang sih, nggak kuat gua, Cuk.
Belabogians rebuild their home
Gua ngeliatin klipnya di YouTube-nya aja nggak kuat. Apalagi maininnya, anjir.
after driving away all those who threatened it.
remarkable. A vision that would transcend both time
Astaga.
and generations of Pelabogians. Madame Rand was truly an inspiring leader.
Udah fix aja sih main ML selamanya. I mean,
She's quite the inspiring leader as well.
kan you kan bisa nabung dirimu, Bang. Nabung aja biar bisa beli HP yang bisa main ini. Santai.
All I did was bring the people of Belobog together and make them aware that
Bagus HI, Bang. Rekomen bro main. Aku lihat dari trailnya bagus tuh, alurnya juga lumayan. Ya,
preserve this freedom.
maksudnya sebelum update 7.1 maksudnya apa? Malas dapat rank S gratis. Waduh.
Destiny.
Ini bisa pakai akun join sama Honkai ya? Apa harus bisa?
The children of
Bisa nggak
Belobog
sih?
have made their decision. They have
You
chosen
issue.
to preserve this homeland with their own two hands.
Like lo.
I must say, I didn't anticipate this at all.
Masih belum saatnya pengen ganti device. Ah, right. Okay.
I'll fight for this opportunity for you, Branya. I shouldn't have conflated.
Tenang
your
aja,
own
dirimu nggak bakal
circumstances
selamanya main
with
ML kok. Pasti ada aja peningkatan. Yakin aja. Yang penting yakin kalau kata orang itu mah.
My world never had a resolute leader, so People gave up on the idea of saving themselves.
Join bisa setahu gue. Oke.
But your civilization has persisted through the snow and storms for 700 years. A truly admirable feat.
Then, are you willing to retract your previous decision? As for the debt, we'll find a way to gradually repay it. But it'll take some time.
Unfortunately, the acquisition of Eurillo 6 is a strategic decision that's been approved by the IPC's top brass. Even if I wanted to overturn it, convincing them would be extremely...
Pernah main PUBG, skillku masih di FF bro. Nggak apa-apa. Gue justru apa di PUBG itu gimana ya? Gue semenjak gue main PUBG itu cuma 2 tahun apa setahun apa udah tuh bosen udah. Tidak menarik.
Reports and potential accountability.
Gue mainnya PUBG Mobile malah dulu, bukan PUBG PC.
I'll handle it.
Bagus loh. Ini bisa lihat map gak sih? Ada map baru ya? Pillars of Creation. Sama ada lagi yang baru? tempat ngetes senjata tadi nggak kemasuk di ini kah? Nggak kemasuk ke map kah? Oh no, that's actually really sad though. Holy, okay. Nggak ada loh. Padahal itu yang bagus, yo. Shit. Ya udahlah ya. Saya agak nyesel nggak nggak explore bagian situ. Shit.
You mentioned accountability.
Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle.
Jadi gak kebiasa main PUBG. Kalau soal game tembakan sih lebih ke arah COD. COD mobile. Anjing itu game gue dulu banget, sial. Sumpah.
If that's what they want to do.
Minimal sabar kenapa? Kerjain dulu. Anjing ini bakal lama kalau misalnya gue kerjain semua utang gue aja. Kayaknya bakal beberapa ada gue kerjain di offline deh. Gue gak bakal ngelesain ini sekarang.
Much less one that might cause a rift between you and the IPC.
Rift? I wouldn't go that far. Also, it's me who's mostly to blame. I didn't keep my subordinates in check. Oh, I think I might know who you're talking about. You could say.
Nah, COD pernah tapi ada temen buat main.
For most people, the interview.
Saya dulu main COD. Gak tau udah lama sih, zaman zombie segala macam itu. Game mode yang paling gue senang tuh zombie tuh. Tapi berhenti gue gara-gara update-nya itu gede gitu loh. Literally lu harus kayak apa sih? Tiap update map apa coba? Males gue. Agak sampai kebuka mode baru. Ntar depannya ada. Oh, game mode baru. COD mah ZP legendary casual sama. Iya gue aduh. COD was my jam man. This was my jam zaman SMA dulu. Astaga. Gue mainan itu tuh kayak sampai nggak inget waktu segala macem gitu kan ya. Oh my lordy. Sayang banget itu nggak saya tidak bisa lagi main game gitu karena bosan dan malas. Malasnya pakai caps lock ya. Malas gitu. Pakai Z malah malas gitu.
Well, you know, keeping an eye on the crew is just another part of a navigator's job.
Iya 35 iya cuk. Gede. Update-nya tuh harus diikuti update map. update gimana. Kalau kayak Honkai kan kayak gini nih, update-nya tadi kan 10-an giga lah. Itu masih bisa lagi apa? Itu map yang lainnya tuh nggak perlu download lagi gitu loh. Tapi si anjing ini mapnya juga ikut update, males banget.
March was looking forward to the Soul Warm Festival for ages. Looks like she's missed her chance.
Sampai ada tiap weapon attachment mod yang recall. Iya, astaga.
This trip would be so tiring. Time for bed.
Ini nih yang sering diprotesin nama anak Genshin nih. Kenapa MC mereka nggak ngomong gitu loh? Grand MC di sini ngomong kan aneh ya.
In light of the events that have transpired, we will be taking the following disciplinary measures against you. Your rank will be demoted from P45 to P44 with corresponding adjustment to your basic salary. All bonuses for the current cycle will be revoked, including stock options and performance bonuses.
Oh
You will
shit.
need to submit an additional report regarding this incident to Diamond. If you have any objections to this penalty, you may also file an appeal in writing.
I have no objections.
Understood. Is there anything else anyone would like to add? If there are no further remarks, this meeting is concluded.
Nih orang lumayan banyak juga sacrifice-nya. Oh shit.
You only got demoted one rank? Phew, you dodged a bullet there. Pretty big project to mess up on. Someone must be looking out for you. Oh, they've already left the call. Ugh, this voice changer is driving me crazy.
Let me turn it off.
Siapa nih?
Aventurine, why are you still on the line?
Hey, what's with the hostility? It's not like I'm your boss. Oh, wait. I guess I am now. My apologies. I'm still getting used to my new place in the hierarchy.
Iya.
Can I help you? If you've got something to say it already.
Oh, nothing important. Just checking in on you. I told you Eurillo 6 would be a high-risk, low-reward case. Why do you even bother? In our line of work, having a kind heart can be more of a liability than an asset. If you're not careful, you'll end up leading yourself down a dead-end road.
Iya sih.
If not, I'm hanging up.
Wait, hold on a minute. Don't hang up. I get it. You're not in the mood
Bisa
for this
garen.
conversation right now.
Nah itu yang bikin gak enak kayak gak berasa. Iya.
Something that might interest you.
Diprotes mulu tuh anak-anak Genshin tuh. Oh iya main karakternya kok gak ngomong. Yang ngomong malah si peri terbang itu siapa sih namanya? Siapa Ji? Oh Ji masih ada sini gak sih?
Terravan?
That's right.
Hilang dia.
The renowned Terravan. One of the 7 board members. He's throwing his support behind us instead of the marketing development department for once. Oswaldo won't be laughing anymore.
Nyadar gak semua yang dari IPC pakai nama permata or some sort ya?
Antics on such a crucial day can't exactly have painted this
Topas nih barusan nih.
department in a good light, you know.
Diamond tadi ada satu.
Since you get the point,
Topas, Aventurine, Diamond ya?
I'm currently at Pier Point.
Gue baru pertama kali tahu Diamond Aventurine itu salah satu dari permata.
Happen to need a reliable
Paimon yes.
for the job.
Yang suaranya annoying as fuck itu gue tiap denger ada orang aja yang kayak apa sih main game itu di streamingin. Gue denger suara Paimon itu no annoying.
What else?
Annoying son of a gun gitu kan ya.
What? That's right. Now that's the kind of reaction I was hoping for.
Benci banget gue sumpah.
Hold on a minute. Diamond picked you for this project? I was expecting someone like Opal or Obsidian to handle.
Opal or Obsidian
At
gak ada.
least someone higher than rank P46.
Honestly, who knows? The family has some pretty questionable characters.
Family anjay.
Doing business with them is a lost cause.
Yes.
But as we both know, the IPC does more than just business deals. Guess it's my time to shine.
Iya makanya cuk.
How about it?
Gue tuh sampai sekarang masih Masih kayak ini orang-orang Genshin tuh bisa tahan sama suara Paimon tuh gimana ya? Iya. Annoying son of a gun.
I'll get back to you later.
Kalau misalnya gue bisa aja ganti suara Paimon tuh jadi kayak suara mami apa gimana gitu kan ya.
Seems like
Suaranya tuh kayak
one wild ride.
Mano. Ya, agak sedikit high voice ya. Kepala bapak kau kan.
I hope I made the right decision this time.
Kok cute.
This snow is mesmerizing.
Oke. Ini tapas gue ada belum sih? Kayaknya belum ya. Dia skillnya ngapain? Ntar, let me check. I wanna check it. Lebih cute dari yang ceweknya sih, ya. Ntar, let me check. Kayaknya gue belum ada di Paimon. Paimon, kok jadi Paimon? Gue belum ada topas deh kayaknya. Ntar, let me check it. Kita ke yes. Belum keluar. Sekarang apa siapa? Jing Liu geblek kok Jing Yuan. Yes. Sampo, siapa yang mau sampo C2 C3 anjing? Udah deh, ada Tingyun, Cok. Tingin gue C berapa? Gue mau cek dulu. Mayit. Goblok. Udah C4 cok. That is actually really shit. Aduh. Ntar topas belum keluar 5 hari lagi or 3 hari. Ini setelah selesai nih, ini 3 hari lagi nih. Ini teman saya si Oji belum ngepull. Teman saya belum ngepull guys. Mari kita beri tepuk tangan meriah. Anyway, ya ini ntar aja deh. Gue ngerjain itu offline aja deh. Sekarang gue mau nyelesain daily dulu deh. What is my daily? Foto Forgotten Hall, mending makan ini. Bisa gak sih makan sampah? Cuman kemarin sampah yang gue simpen itu. Nih sampah. Kita ambil Himeko. Tuh. Terus ambil foto sama satu daily, bisa lah. Ambil foto nih. Hehe. Terus daily deh. Ini misi harian satu. Walaupun misi harian ini kadang ngebosenin dan ya gak apa-apa lah. Gomachi 6 C4 sampo bisa sub DPS. Berarti lumayan menarik juga ya. Ini by the way gue barusan nge-notice di kiri atas tuh kayaknya Honkai abis ganti icon ya gak sih? Perasaan gue logo pesannya logo pesannya gak sejelek itu seinget gue dulu. Tapi gak tahu lah. Sampo atau gue no comment. Aku no comment. Siapa nih? Pak mau berenang po? Ini gue malasnya ngerjain daily ini nggak ada audionya gitu loh, full diem udah gitu loh. Iya bisu ya, mano. Tadi ada orang di sini. Hah? Where's the gun? You know what? I don't care. Gak kena. Gak kena. Hey. Gua nggak ada ini pula. Ah shit jauh. Gua nggak ada yang ini. Oh, gua ada ini setan. Baru inget. Udah lah ya. Tuh, gua saking lamanya gua nggak main ini ya. Gua lupa gua ada yang bisa range tuh. Apa nggak gua range lagi tadi goblok. Udah deh, kita coba misi terakhir sebelum kita. Apa nih? Halo, Wilder. Apakah benar ini mentas? Bukan. Kamu salah orang. Masa sih, tapi namanya di sini bener kok. Intinya aku perkenalkan diriku dulu saja. Aku Wilder, Staff Department Investment IPC ya. Merekomendasikan sebuah video game. Ini MLM kah? Game bernama Perang Aetherium adalah merek budaya. Boring, iya makanya gue bilang misi nggak ada suaranya tuh kayak ngantuk gue anjing, tolong gue. Kesel. Perang Aetherium adalah game pertarungan dengan mekanisme koleksi pertukaran kartu. I hate this kind of stuff. Where am I? Oh, yang kata lu ini kah? Yang kata lu pakai apa? Robot-robot gak jelas itu kah? Bukan robot, siapa sih? Silvermin, ya. Yeah. OTW. Why? Kenapa cara pengejaan OTW-nya gitu banget, sumpah. Why? Speaking of which, ini berapa biji misi yang udah gua nggak kerjain nih? Perasaan gua tadi ada yang ungu satu. Di mana ya? Ngerjain yang ungu dulu deh. Nih. Awan tidak meninggalkan jejak. Surat anonim. Apa nih? Ada Manu. Halo.
Hey, it's my first time on the Astral Express.
Malu misi side quest ya, nggak salah sih.
Quite a bit about the hospitality of the nameless.
Tidak salah sebenarnya.
I'm just messing with you. Lighten up.
Gue kok jadi kayak kenal orang yang kayak gini sifatnya kayak siapa nih. Ada sesuatu, seseorang.
I've heard that the IPC and the nameless cooperated
Kepo banget sih bang, kamu bang.
I've also heard that the board
Jangan kepo bang.
spending a fortune to buy out the Astral Express and to make it part of their business. However, all their offers were quickly declined. Just between you and me, I think declining the offers was a smart choice. Capital definitely plays a critical role in the universe, but if everything in the world revolved around it, then life would be a lot less romantic. Don't you think?
Kayaknya dapat Stellar Jet 10 biji. Apa nih? Kayak waduh, aku no comment. Surat tak dikenal, aku dengar kamu telah pulang ke kampung halamanmu. Juga mendengar bagaimana kamu membelah laut kuno dan menyelamatkan dunia dari bahaya. Aku yakin hal ini telah memulihkan ingatanmu. Seperti janji kita di masa lalu, aku akan berkumpul bersama lagi, bernostalgia, mengenang masa lalu, minum-minum bersama, dan menceritakan lagi petualangan kita masing-masing.
Upend the ancient sea and return to old ground. It's a letter for Don Hung, but who is it from? I should ask the conductor.
Yes. Awan tak meninggalkan jejak. Konduktor. Mas, nyapu mulu mas.
Heave ho. Heave ho. Huh? Trailblazer. Do you need help with something? Pom-Pom's been cleaning up this whole time and didn't see any letters.
Parah sih. Kok horor ya?
What? Don't scare Pom-Pom like that! Why are there always strange things sneaking onto our train? Pom-Pom is going to upgrade the security level around here. What does the letter say? It looks like an invitation. Who could have sent it? Does Don Hong have any friends on the Law Fu? If Pom-Pom remembers correctly, he said he was exiled from there, right?
Unlikely. If the general sent the letter, he would have signed it.
Why don't you show Don Hong the letter? You know where to find him.
Di mananya ada kayak ruang arsip gitu, kayak wah. Iyalah pasti Dan Hang nggak jauh-jauh, pasti di ruang arsip, nggak akan jauh. Bentar mas. Oh bukan, ini kamar. Halo. Am I? Oh ini.
What is it?
Selain dinamakan cek corner ya guys ya.
Do you need something? There's no signature. And it doesn't mention a time or place. Looks like whoever sent this expects me to remember.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them.
Ngapa tuh di disappoint tuh?
Oh, I'm just thinking. Let me hold on to
Mamang Dan Hang Ayesh.
anything related to Dan Feng's past should be handled with care.
Dan Feng. Balik kanan, bubar jalan gitu. Anjing. Sumpah.
Just as I thought, there was more than met the eye. Letting her leave first was a wise choice. I can't put her in danger again because of this.
Yes.
But if he didn't send the letter, then who did?
He?
Maybe I should make a trip to the seat of divine foresight.
Don't ask me on stream.
About the
Aja.
Stellaron hunters.
Google saja adalah kunci. Kayaknya udah bagus sih. Ya. Harus ada Jing Liu. Oke. Ini pakai apa? Himeko pasti masuk. Natasha nggak bisa dilepas. Berarti nggak ada shielder dong tergoding. It's actually really bad. I don't know how strong they are. Apa hanya gue ya yang selalu milih MC cowok? I mean, tergantung sih. Gue juga kadang ada yang milih MC cowok di game, ada yang MC cewek. Gak tau, bebas gue mah. Random, sumpah random. Gak apa? Gak ini, gak apa? Gak tentu. Tergantung mood lah gue mah. Apa ya? Dan hang aja deh gue deh. Paling salah ntar ngulang lagi. Dan hang.
After all this time away from the Lullaby, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days. However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Iya, Bang.
Huh?
Kita culik Jing Liu ya, Bang, anjay. Gas. Dibungkus. Naik. Hardtop.
Greetings. I need to speak to the general about something.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can deduct my next 100 years' salary if they like.
Duit mulu. Duit mulu. Iya. Duit aja mulu.
I'm here to ask the general about the Stellaron hunters.
You came at a bad time. The general is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today. But he did leave a message. Don Hung. Do you recognize the person on the
Harungin, gas.
I can't say that.
Lu yang ini, lu yang
But she does look a little.
lu yang ngebuat dia gak sadar, gue yang ngarungin, ntar kita bawa kemana gitu.
Guest of the generals.
That sounds so wrong.
Remember her?
No, that sounds wrong.
I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean after the rebirth. That is Jing Liu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Lullaby. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation. She was also the general's master. According to records
Master?
of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wingweaver, the father wolf of the Borazin, or the gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike from her. She's a renowned legend. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jing Liu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds. With her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Lullaby with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to turn herself in. Her surrender came with one condition.
Tapi gue dulu yang nyobain lu bagian video ini ya, buat tutorial, ntar kalau gagal ini yang gak boleh dilakuin gitu ya, anjing.
I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed. Before he left, he ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the Lullaby. We're hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
Imbibitor Lune, you're here.
Imbibitor Lune.
Traveled all this way.
Kayak gitu ternyata ngomongnya.
Why don't you come and talk with me?
Imbibitor Lune. Oh.
Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Don Hung.
Tapi gue pakai Natasha, gimana bisa tahu dia Dan Hung?
When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns.
Main Valo gak bang main? Cuma kayaknya gak bakal di streamingin deh, soalnya gue tiap streaming Valo tuh nge-lag cuk. Sumpah nge-lag banget, itu FPS-nya cuma dapet berapa ya? Ada kali cuma 50-60-an.
After all
There's
these
something wrong.
years, it was a magnificent
Tapi gue nggak tahu apa
sight
itu.
to behold.
Mungkin kayak lebih ke laptop. Wow. Lebih ke laptop gue udah ketuaan sih kayak nggak tahu. I don't know.
The life of Imbibitor Lunae ended. I stand before you.
Itu kalungnya bisa berubah yang di perutnya itu. What?
I understand.
That's cool.
The sins of a past life should be forgiven after rebirth. Now you are an
Lo ganti stream YouTube bang?
traveling across
Enggak,
the
gue tuh
galaxy.
streaming di 2 platform sekarang. Kira ini orang tiba-tiba muncul.
Farewell to their past.
Ya halo, by the way.
If my
Enggak, gue tuh
guess
apa sih?
is correct, the preceptors were
Saya
unwilling
meninggalkan
to
Twitch,
allow the I-Core
lalu
love
pindah ke
to
TikTok,
end.
lalu pindah ke YouTube. Sebenarnya gue sekarang 2 platform sih. Gue kan kalau di TikTok kan cuma bisa streaming 1 game kan. Kalau gue pengen streaming game lain ya ke sini. Soalnya kalau misalnya saya streaming game ini di TikTok tidak didukung algoritma. Soalnya algoritma gue udah ketahan di Minecraft. Jadi tidak bisa pindah-pindah.
To restore the High Elder succession.
Anjay, subs ke 1000 gak tuh? Wah, iya kah? Udah 1000 kah?
I have no intention of meddling.
Congratulations, kamu mendapatkan piring cantik.
That is the
Nanti gua kirim.
business of the video,
Udah 1K dong.
I returned to the Lullaby so I could
Anjing.
surrender myself to the Alliance and
Makasih lo Kirin.
my sins. I did, however,
Ini by the way, kalau misalnya gua telatnya apa? Gua telat jawab lu, sorry ya, ini dibandingkan sama Twitch, ini YouTube delaynya lumayan jauh, Cuk.
I made long
Mungkin karena gua settingnya belum ketemu juga sih.
Jing Yuan has always
Mana?
been an understanding person.
Gua kasih bener Ahmad dulu kirimnya, iya.
That you would be coming and agreed to my request.
So,
Boleh, nanti lu mau yang kombonya apa? Combo sunlight apa combo rokok itu ada, ntar gua cariin deh.
Right.
Aduh. Oh, kerasa delaynya lama, iya. Lumayan lama delaynya. Akan do much. Gua tuh takut kalau misalnya gua ganti latency-nya ke kecil, ntar internet gua yang nganu gitu kan ya. Tahulah sendiri lah dirimu. Internet saya gimana. I'm sad. Nih, ini 2 biji cowok ini bintang iklan sampo anjing, rambutnya panjang-panjang banget. Mau pilih cantik dari sabun ekonomi gas. Ntar deh, gue cari dulu ya. Ada nggak masih yang sekombi sama piring cantik gitu? Kalau nggak ada piring cantik minimal toples aja gitu kan ya? Atau enggak kayak apa sih? Ya, pokoknya gitulah. Ntar gue cari deh. Anjing 1K lo malam ini, astaga. Gak nyangka gue. Makasih. Thank you.
Your departure coincided with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage
Dulu
of the
pernah
chaos
jadi duta oli.
prison.
Sekarang ganti jadi duta.
No course of action.
Aku gak mau baca.
You claim that you are responsible for this.
Aku gak mau baca, aku gak mau kena masalah, aku diam.
Your behavior truly.
Iya.
I can't seem to piece together your.
Gue tadi tuh gobloknya kiri, gue kan bingung lu datang dari mana, tahu dari mana channel gue. Oh iya, Discord gue hidup, goblok.
I knew nothing of its significance.
I forgot.
I did have my own agenda for entering the shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the Lullaby did not possess what I was looking for. It is through
Aku nggak ikutan, iya. Aku diam aja, aku nggak ikutan.
The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer.
Sabar, Ji.
Me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
Merely a wanderer.
Bukan cuma Anda.
You're too modest, Locha. Do I need to remind you of your
Jadi lupa iya,
actions at the
Cuk.
Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Stars?
Gue kira cuma Twitch doang yang di Discord munculin status streaming gitu kan ya. Ternyata YouTube juga loh. Anjing lah. Aduh. Haduh. Kalau kata orang itu mah, haduh.
Foresight for nothing, General.
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you looking to...
By the way, gimana kabarmu Kira hari ini? Apakah Anda nganu? Gua ngeliat dirimu habis dari apa sih? Menang kayak lomba gitu kah? Gua nggak ngerti juga. Congratulations by the way. Gua nggak ngerti. Mata sih pengen loli bang, nggak boleh loli, yang bolehnya mami. Mami adalah kunci guys, nggak boleh yang lain. Loli itu hanya untuk orang-orang yang lemah. Lemas bimbingan gue. Tesis gue coret abis-abisan, waduh. Kayak berasa buat baru. Iya loh, gue tuh apa sih? Ada juga minat lanjut kedua ya, cuma saya ingin santai dulu lah, nyari gawe segala macem, males gawe dulu, ngumpulin duit segala macem kan ya. Pengen gue lanjut lagi, sumpah.
The five of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately,
cuma gue tuh ngeri ya Kiri ya kan apa? Gak tahu ya, gue tuh karena mungkin belum tahu mekanismenya gimana, tapi gue ngeliatin orang S2 tuh kayak tugasnya kesusah banget, astaga, come on. Mana main tante lah, kenapa tuh? Ada beasiswa bang, jurusan gue tuh dari Kominfo. Ah? Iya kah? Buat online main enak banget, gak? Bang, udah bang, gue males online bang, gue mau datang di tempat bang, gue bosen di rumah bang, udah bang. Gue kerja remote ngantuk cok di rumah mulu cok. My brain is not braining. Oh shit. Gue kalau keluar internetnya jelek banget, jadi ya udah gue stay di rumah. Tidak bisa kerja remote dari luar saya mah, anjing emang.
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
Susah mah enggak, cuma lu kudu luangin waktu aja bang. Ya kayak kuliah biasa lah ya kali ya. Meluangkan waktu, berarti gue harus jadi apa? Harus jadi mahasiswa no lab lagi dong. Nah.
Your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lunae, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer, regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life.
Itu bajunya bagus banget, moodnya ganti-ganti gitu loh. I like that. I like that so much. Untung aja di pula sama Lex, makasih Lex. Yang SMK bilek gak paham, santai. Nanti lambat laun kamu akan mengerti dengan kampretnya kuliah. Hehehe. Yes. Gue juga awalnya dulu gak ngerti kuliah, tapi sekarang udah melewati dan sudah. Iya cukup tahu. Gue tinggal dulu di momen dari sini ya, silahkan. Silakan Kir. Sia-sia. Semangat juga mainnya di sininya.
We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
The young are the antidote.
Gua gak kuliah, kayaknya langsung kerja. Sampingan boleh sih, that's good tuh. Toh juga banyak orang yang dapat gaji gede nggak kuliah, jadi ya nggak tahu ya. Jadi ya nggak apa-apa lah. That's good though, that's good. Tenang, zaman sekarang itu kalau misalnya lo SMK asal ada skill aja bisa gawe sekarang mah.
Have you ever heard of Baihung, the Foxian pilot?
Baihung. I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Baihung.
Let the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain. We just need a watch from the sky, I presume?
Imbibiter Lunae, if memories are returning to you, share them.
I think she was
Lebih fokus ke arah bantuin ekonomi dulu baru ke karir. Bener, gue setuju, silahkan. Gue doain lancar, sumpah. Gue seneng sama orang-orang kayak gitu. Gue doain lu lancar ya, Pin ya. Pada mau tadi?
The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia is because I wanted to pay tribute to her here.
Huh? You mean the Foxian soul soothing ceremony?
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff. It represents the voyage of the deceased into the stars. Due to circumstances beyond my control,
Amin, makasih bang, sama-sama.
chance to bid farewell to her.
Semoga lancar ya.
It is something I
Udah enu sukses.
regretted to this day. As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
I see. Follow me. I don't know anything about manufacturing star skiffs either.
Yoi, panggil aja Pin, gak usah pimpin, oke.
Getting these machines to work shouldn't be too hard.
You know the fact that I'm trying to remember and memorize some of my viewers yang... viewer gue yang datang-datang. Soalnya gue tuh gimana ya? I'm not used to remembering so many names, so... ya. Gue gak kebiasa, Gak kebiasa inget nama orang banyak.
In Stargazer Navalia starts here. Just enter the command into the device.
Jadi semoga aja,
Cultivate star skiff seeds will be activated.
semoga saja gue bisa mengingat. I'm so sorry kalau misalnya gue tiba-tiba lupa. Makanya gue tuh paling benci sama orang yang tiba-tiba ngomong, oh iya, bang lu kenal gue nggak bang? Iya, gue kenal. Tapi kalau misalnya lu tiba-tiba ganti nama, gue mana ingat. Minimal kasih tahu konteksnya.
I don't read much. The general forced me to finish a
Yes.
bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Star Step.
Gue kayaknya sudah misi ini gue off dulu, dia ngantuk gue cuy. Gue tuh pengen banget kayak explore lagi, cuma waktunya di kemalaman dan gue udah ngantuk juga.
Actually, really interesting. 90% of it was about star skiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her star skiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. Her luck really was out of this world.
I know I've met a lot of streamers, sorry Lexia.
Astonished us whenever she piloted a mission.
Please kamu jangan jadi orang yang bang. Bang lu inget gue nggak, please jangan, please. At least di sini ya, kalau misalnya lu di streaming orang silahkan. Kalau misalnya di sini please jangan. Ntar gue jadiin rules dia tuh.
Very few star skiffs she piloted were able to return to port in one piece. The folks at the Skyfaring Commission
Yes, okay bang, thank you.
referred to her as the Star Skiff Killer. She also possessed an uncanny ability to predict future events, inauspicious ones at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions. However, when it came to surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations imaginable, she was always able to turn the tide. Luck is a type of strength, after all. I hope that this ship, built for the Star Skiff Killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
Ha! That'll do it. The Starskiff assembly line has been activated.
Ini ceritanya kita disuruh buat
Starskiff
Starskiff
will
kok.
take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long. See, the Starskiff is complete.
Udah jadi dong.
After being away from the Lullaby for so long, I can finally say farewell to you.
So, what happened to Baihung in the end?
In the end, I do not think the details are necessary. We are here today to commemorate her.
Nggak pakai Miti kok Miti.
Do you still remember the battle against Shuhu?
Miti kan udah ada, Cok. Ntar gue diprotes sama Miti yang gede, Cok. Panggil M aja. Aku takut diprotes sama Miti ya.
The Abundance Emanator, Shu Hu, rallied a great army and attacked the Alliance. I read about it in the shackling prison.
You seem to be interested in learning about your past life. Still,
Masalahnya kalau misalnya nggak ada Miti yang good, maksudku kalau misalnya nggak ada yang sama ya nggak apa-apa pakai aja. Masalahnya samanya gede, gue takut dia ya. Kalau mitas kesusahan iya. Saya tidak mau berdrama ya guys ya. Walaupun pasti gue tahu ya dia tuh orangnya baik segala macam dan nggak, tapi ya no. Lebih baik tidak memancing drama daripada memancing yang arasnya nggak dipancing. Bener. Daripada jadi crispy, mending jadi cookies. Yes. Kalau mitas kesusahan aing M aja, panggil M aja, Bang M gitu. Kok Bang M ini? Pokoknya M aja deh, panggil lu mau Bang, mau Kak, mau Pak Ade silakan.
For the Cloud Knights, giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor.
No, gua jurnal kerjain sendiri, Ji.
You believed in Imbibitor Lunae. You couldn't accept that Baihung was gone. Instead of leaving her to eternal rest, you decided.
Lebih bingung lagi gue kalau misalnya ada orang manggil Tas anjing.
You made a mistake that can never be undone. There is no need to respond, Imbibitor Lunae. Your answer is no longer important. And now,
kamu kira saya jago?
I will send off this Starskiff.
Kakek. I'm not that old, okay? Ya udah kakek enggak kakek juga, Bang. Mano.
Baihung, I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed. I will fulfill what you asked of me. I will keep my word, even if it requires me to cut down the stars in the sky. Let's go. The artisanship commission is next.
Ini orang nggak bisa ngelihat gak sih dari ini gitu? Santai Bang M-ing ya, makasih. Santai kok, gue santai orangnya. Ntar ngomong soal santai, gue mau ngisi minum dulu nih. Minum gue habis yuk, kalau misalnya kita gerak.
Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with
Apa yuk?
abominations. Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line until reinforcements arrived. That's how the creation furnace was saved.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of the Artisanship Commission today, he would burst into laughter at the Xianzhou's incompetence.
Iya.
What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to arrive?
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group of Outworlders that came to the rescue.
The Luofu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yaoqing's campaign. The Cloud Knights were spread thin. It was impossible to guard everywhere at once.
Young man, why don't we continue our previous contest? Show me whether the sword techniques you are so proud of have improved.
Pura-pura buta teman iya.
You just want me to do all the work. You think I'm gonna grant endless requests for a criminal?
You go on ahead this time. We'll meet up at the creation furnace.
Berantem lagi nih orang berdua, ya Allah, ya Allah.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
I don't plan on fighting.
I'm not asking you to point your spear at me. Could it be that the...
Allah. Geter dia sekarang kalau kena
even
musuh.
after
Oke.
your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
When I move, it's
like you never forgot.
Sticknya geter sekarang kalau kena musuh. Oke, baru tahu.
I'm no exception.
Mau jadi Gojo Sakiku. Anjing.
Show no mercy.
Just a little something.
Gue belum sempet ngeliatin skillnya si Topaz. Nah, Topaz lagi, kok Topaz? Jingliu.
Come on already. What took you so long this time?
Iya, Dek.
Don't get anxious, Imbibitor Lune. We have all the time in the world.
All the time in the world. You need to kill them?
The moon shines on a tree.
Oh. The moonshine.
Fear still recognizes you as its master. Imbibitor Lune. Do you know who crafted it for you?
Putihnya bagus.
It's been with me ever since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
You won't get away.
Cer. Nih, mumpung lagi battle, gue mau ngisi minum dulu ya, silakan dulu. Bentar.
In lunar flame.
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Just a little something.
You won't get away.
You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Danfeng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything. But you cannot run from combat, Danheng. Your spearmanship is identical to Imbibitor Lune's. Combat is like smelting.
purging the impurities with burning flames and exposing a person's true nature. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Do you remember? Out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really.
Dari Gausah kok buka penutup matanya anjingnya.
Arrogant, get along with someone so proud.
Ini Jingliu nih apa pelan-pelan ngebuat Dan Heng nih inget lagi loh. Gak apa-apa lah, gue pengen.
Leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. I will let all of the Xianzhou know that a brief moment of my life is worth more than their long and meaningless lives.
You still remember his name? When he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the stars to the Xianzhou to receive training. When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword. But he was boasting about mastering all the crafts of the Artisanship Commission by the time he was 100 years old.
100 years old?
The little brat was no less arrogant than the High Elder. At first, I wasn't too fond of his defiant nature. But when we met again, he was able to craft weapons.
Anjir, gue udah streaming 3 jam loh. Dafuk.
He even snatched the Artisanship Commission title of Furnace Master. Unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the Artisanship Commission. He was only able to prove his worth alongside us outcasts in the end.
Dia kalau misalnya di equip gini, ganti juga dong. The Moon. I like this. Ini desain bajunya bagus loh. Biru-biru gitu. Terus di tengahnya ada kayak bulan hilang ada gitu. Holy. Oke. Most likely dia mengirim suratnya. Maybe, ya bisa sih. Kayaknya emang dia deh. Dia ini mancing biar si Dan Heng inget masa lalunya yang Dan Feng itu loh. Dia kan kalau misalnya mati, reinkarnasinya hilang semua. Ingetan si Dan Feng itu.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
Yingxing is still alive?
Of course he's still alive. But he might be better off dead. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight and exceptional intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads. As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the abundance emanator
Bininya jago Gausah emang the best.
in resurrecting his deceased companion. His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered and became the evil that he hated most. The irony.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
What did you do to him?
Masih lama misi bang, yes.
Been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes.
Ini gua aja udah streaming 3 jam ya guys ya. I'm tired already. I wanna sleep.
I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life. Afterward, I heard he was reborn and even gave himself a name. We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
Alchemy Commission.
As a follower of the Rainbow,
Beda universe doang nggak ngaruh, yes.
the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters.
Stop dong kalau nggak capek ya, kerjain dulu lah, sengaja diselesain gitu kan nih. Bam M. Baru tau nggak sih singkatan banjir itu banyak airnya?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow
Huh?
Arbiter's edict.
Banyak air anjir.
Continue ridding the world of
Banyak air anjir.
that one day
Anjing.
Yaosher might be
Masuk akal, boleh.
and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt.
Random ya.
Their devotion and
Masnya
sacrifices
lo.
are indeed commendable, but their devotedness has made them close-minded. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction in the universe that wants Yaosher dead. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. To want to eliminate these thoughts would be equivalent to killing an eon. Such a goal is so impossible as to be laughable, to be honest. So, in order to sever Yaosher's curse, one must look to the source for a different
Thank you, Tiko, kenapa?
Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. She has traveled many worlds and discovered a solution.
I'm listening.
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal. That is your true agenda. And the purpose of the contents of your coffin.
General, you said it yourself. This is beyond your control. It is the law of the Alliance. We cannot deviate from it.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jingyuan.
Ooh, the blade.
The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
Okay. That is getting spicy. Pernah gak sih kalau temen minjem 100? Pernah gak sih? Kalau temen minjem... Hah? Pernah gak sih kalau teman minjem 100 bakal terhambat rezekinya? Hah? Enggak, hah? Gak nyambung, Cok. What happened itu kalimat apa?
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and consultation. Patience, young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge waterscape. The mission the General tasked you with is about to come to an end.
tempat dokternya cuma segini doang loh.
Dunhung, what a surprise! Are you not feeling
Gopul anjing. Maksudnya apa?
Come this way.
Hah? Lupa apa?
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes? Or is it something else?
My eyes are fine. I cover
Malah
them
tipu
to
gue
avoid
sih.
seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately. And I
Gue lupa
experience
anjir.
occasional
Lupa apa?
night terrors. Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like my area of expertise. But who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand. We'll start by checking your pulse. You'll need to take some translucent worms so I can take a closer look.
Translucent what?
Your hand! It's freezing! Please wait. Dunhung, can I speak to you for a minute?
Dunhung?
Your friend here has a very peculiar condition. Her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that she...
Kata-katanya gue lupa Bang M. Gue makin bingung.
She won't live much longer.
Bailo mengingatkan dengan tang Paimon. Iya.
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis. Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy, but her hands are cold as ice. It feels like there's a dark current running and pulsing between her core esse and her veins.
Koresi.
I've never seen anything like it. With more research, I might be able to make a new entry in the medical records. Can you and your friend come back for follow-up visits?
Today's her last day on the
I'm
law.
sorry, iya gue makin bingung Bang.
What a shame. If she could stay for a few days, I might be able to figure out how to cure her. I'll do my best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need to drink a ton of warm water from this point on. Come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. It won't cure her, but I'll... Wait! Where did my big medicine box go? I'm sorry. Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were expelled, things have been a mess around here. Dunhung, you mind coming with me to retrieve my medicine? I could use your skills.
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady? I'll come along as well.
Anjay.
No trouble.
End stream kapan Bang? Abis story ini. Kayaknya. Gak tau jam berapa.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
I can smell the herbs. It's... Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away!
Anjing itu lari kenceng banget. Ada King Kong. Ada siluman King Kong. Holy shit.
There's an even bigger monster protecting this one!
Gila.
When did so many creatures start
Siluman King Kong, Cok.
Careful.
Holy.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady. Stand back. The chill of my
Kalau gitu gue pamit dulu yang M. Gak bisa lama-lama juga, gak apa-apa. Thank you udah mampir. Terima kasih. Thank you udah nemenin juga ya. Autoin aja deh. Mari kita lihat.
And I'm no exception.
So this is why your hands are so cold!
You won't get away.
Oh.
This cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand.
Lunar flame.
Yoi, bye-bye, thank you, Aizen atau Pin, ya.
You won't get away.
Kuat loh nggak pakai. Oh, okay. It hurts. Holy.
Desire to control the heavens, and I
Okay, that's scary as fuck.
Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
You know what? Setelah gua consider it, kayaknya mendingan buah Kafka aja tadi.
Alright, let me make sure nothing's missing.
Okay.
Excellent. Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the Lullaby, I've treated a number of Mara-stricken patients recently. They all presented with signs of incoherence, delirium, or frightening physical mutations. You don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit.
Anjay, okay.
And yet, I still have many unfulfilled wishes and plenty of unfinished business.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions. I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence. All I have left are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past. If I am without either of them, I would fall into an empty void. Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting
Dragon
you
Lady,
has
Dragon Lady.
provided more healing than any kind of medicine or remedy.
Anjay, benar.
By the way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person in bandages?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure. We get injured patients from all over the Xianzhou for treatment. And the number of injuries we see has skyrocketed since the Ambrosia Arbor crisis.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He also carries a crude sword with him at all times. Have you seen someone like that, Dragon Lady?
Oh, blade maksudnya nih.
Oh, yes! Someone came by today that matches that description. He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood. Though, from the way he behaved, it must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
He's probably... Well then, it would seem that everything is in place.
Okay.
Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years.
5, satunya lagi siapa?
If I remember
Did I miss something?
correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell.
Oh shit.
Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen.
Okay.
Ying-Sing, the accomplice,
Oh, Ying-Sing ini
and
ya udah
oblivious, used
menghilang
the flesh
satu.
of the abundance emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jingliu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath. Now it is time we pay for what we have done. Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying-Sing's regrets. And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet, it is time to say goodbye.
Oh.
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness. What a depressing reunion. Jing Yuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi. I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-light reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the 2 of you beforehand.
Jing Yuan, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the... No matter. I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things...
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you. The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's slave already
Oh, ada jam
told
11.
you
Wow, okay.
the swords of
I need to
mortal
stop this fuss.
But you still owe me the attempt.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword.
You will only draw against an opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment. We were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future.
Oh.
Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Cianjo lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
Oh, itu sih yang itunya tadi. Oh shit.
A familiar feeling. Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted.
Ow.
And pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old.
Ow, this so fucking yeah.
All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lullaby commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer. Which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never able to find the answer. Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again? Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away. Like when we drank to drown our sorrows.
Okay.
Imbibitor Lullaby, what do you plan on doing next?
I haven't decided how I should confront all this. but I think I will continue my travels.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Lullaby years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibiter Lune.
You know what? I'm gonna try to skip all of this because I'm trying. Wait.
All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another.
Yes.
Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a truth. Yes. It has been a long day for you, Dan Heng.
Dan Heng, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today. I understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did? Goodbye for now, Dan Heng. I hope...
She couldn't do it with her sword
No.
either. She still couldn't do it.
Yes. Udah mau 3 jaman, udah lebih malah 3 jam ini.
We have no choice but to continue the pursuit.
Apaan?
This is the price.
Enggak, gue ngantuk nahan ini.
I will see it through.
Misi.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be.
Oh enggak, misi ini aja. Misi yang companion, udah, saya mau turu. Yes. Okay. Oh my lord. Kebluk. Holy, how long is this? Itu misinya lumayan lama banget buat gua. Shit. Let me check. Let me check this achievement thingy. Oke. Bentar. Ini kah perang Ethereum ini kah yang kata like bakal buka? Oke. Itu arena ternyata, gue kira. Oke, ini ntar deh gue kerjain offline aja deh. Ngantuk gue, Cok. Iya. Itu ada waktunya gak sih? 20 hari asu. I hate this kind of stuff. Oke, gak apa-apa lah. Oke, jadi mungkin sekian dulu dari stream gue hari ini. Ngantuk gue, Cok. Yes. terima kasih untuk kalian yang sudah menemani saya dan sudah ngechat, sudah interaksi segala macem. Ya, misinya agak sedikit panjang. 3 jam lo gue streaming, lo gila, lo ngantuk gue. Ini juga gue bakal ngerjain ada beberapa kayak misi yang mungkin gue kerjanya offline aja deh, atau enggak mungkin gue streamingin deh kalau sempet ya, gak tau lah. Anyway, oh ya ini nggak bisa di sini. Ntar, mari kita pindah map dulu. Pindah map aja, lupa gue. Mana? Kita pindah map dulu, terus kita pamitnya dengan Mbak Kafka.
Hard work needs hard rest.
Kafka dong. No, udah. Sampai ketemu kalian ya. Gua ngantuk. MSTH out and thank you 1K subscribernya. See you. Sampai bertemu lagi. Dadah.